I always joke with people that a transaction closing is like an aircraft sliding sideways without wheels into the jetway. It
Yeah.
never goes right. And you just got to bounce with it and say, okay, well, this came up, that came up. I had one where the day of closing, the lender that was my buyer was a wholesale.
Yeah.
And the lender called up and said, yeah, we decided we don't want to work with this guy. Like the day of closing, we don't want to work with this guy. So,
Yeah.
okay, do I lose if I'm out a couple grand into the deal? So do I walk away from the couple grand that I have in the deal and just say, okay, lick my wounds, whatever? The buyer wanted some huge concession to stay in the deal. And I said, well, that's not going to happen. So I ended up buying the place and flipping it. Is it going to be a home run of a flip? No. It's going to be pretty much a single or a double.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I am excited to be with you today. I am excited about my guest that's here. I'm excited about what this gentleman's doing. I'm excited about the way he runs his business. I'm excited about the opportunities that he's creating to build community, to build common unity, to help people grow, to help people reach the goals that they have in place. And so I'm super excited for you guys to meet Mr. Steve Franco. Mr. Steve, how you doing today, sir?
Nice to meet you, sir. How you doing? Pretty good. And you?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. I'll be doing better. Hopefully this internet doesn't give us problems, but we're going to keep moving forward, man. But like I told the people, man, I'm super excited to have you here. I'm excited for you to take us into your world and tell us what you're doing. So, Mr. Steve, that's what I want you to do, man. Take us into your world. Tell us the things that you're focused on these days. Even if you want to tell us maybe a little bit of how you got started. And also tell us what markets you're operating in as well.
All right, yeah. So I came into real estate backwards. I used to be in TV production and whatever, and I picked up a warehouse out in Boston with my brother in 1990 something. And really kind of stayed out of real estate until about 2008 when I finally left television and started buying rental property out here in a little town, Scranton, Pennsylvania, Wilkesboro, Pennsylvania. Right after the crash, it was a great time picking units up cheap. Started wholesaling without even knowing what it was. Basically, pick stuff up at tax sale, found somebody to pay me more for it. And I was like, oh, there's a name for that. That's cool. Ended up, became an agent, became a broker. And now I run a few different things. And really my passion is helping people grow in the industry, whether that be from joining my mastermind and joining my online communities and stuff, or education, or joining my JV team, helping people, bring in wholesale deals or on-market deals or whatever. As you may know, Pennsylvania, the law recently changed on wholesaling. You need to be licensed for most of it. And so that's kind of where I am now. Now time to grow all that, growing the online community, giving people more tools so they don't have to bumble along the way I did. And so you're not going YouTube University and guessing who knows what they're doing and not. And also when you have a deal, whether you bring it to my group or not, make sure you bring it to somebody who has the knowledge to help you walk it through.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
One of the things we have is we have also a software toolkit. This is the software I run my business on. So even if you're doing your own game, here's how we run it, and you can pretty much use our software, use our tool set. So I'm really excited to help people grow in the industry. And yeah, more transactions are great. Also, as a buyer, self-storage, mobile home parks, multifamilies, whatever, very often I'll pick up or somebody in my network will pick up the deals. So like really exciting to see people get in the game and trying to help them guide and help them get past the stuff that I stumbled on for years.
Yeah. No, I love it, Mr. Steve. Listen, man, you said you bought your first property back in 19 or whatever. You came back in the
Yeah.
game in 2008. You was an agent, broker, buyer, investor. You're growing your mastermind, growing your community. Man, you have a lot going on, a wealth of different ways to help people. And so what's been the key to keeping that machine running smoothly, Mr. Steve?
I mean, honestly, I'm late to the game of building strong systems because that's the reason I'm offering mine now is because a lot of people kind of bumble along. Oh, I've got a notebook here and a spreadsheet there. Eventually hopefully you get too big for that is pretty much what it comes down to. But also it's a matter of community visibility. And it's also a matter of, being someone that everyone in the community knows they can come to for a situation, which is a very difficult thing to be nowadays because everyone's a wholesaler, everyone's a realtor, it's a commodity game, which it kind of always was. But you got to set yourself apart by being, okay, I need this person for this situation. And that's the end result in any part of real estate. It's about being a win-win. It's great to say we're doing this wholesale deal, making a lot of money, but is it helping the seller? It's got to be a win for them, a win for you, and a win for the buyer. That's always what it has to be. And, being able to provide that solution that nobody else can see is really what's critical.
Yeah. No, I love it. Being that solution to provide that critical piece that people need. I hear you. That's so big. And I love it. You're putting yourself in a position to be that critical piece that they need. Now I love the fact the way your experience is, you've experienced a lot. And at this point of the podcast, I like to talk about not necessarily just the success, like the shiny object at the end, but how did we kind of get to that success? Like, what was the process to get into that success? And so I always ask the question, to the operators, there are moments when things get real. There are moments when deals go sideways. There are times when you have to pivot fast. And so, Mr. Steve, I was just wondering, is there a story that you can share with us that talked about that process? Because you were successful, but that process to get into success, because there are times when things just wasn't going the way you expected.
Oh yeah. I mean, there have been, when I was just starting REIHomepage.com, which is kind of now my like umbrella brand where I have everything else underneath it.
Yeah.
Right around the COVID time and they shut down real estate in Pennsylvania. You couldn't go to a vacant house alone, let alone with anybody. Forget self-distancing. You couldn't enter a property. And along that same time, money got tight. Tenants weren't able to pay their rent and, deals couldn't happen, yada, yada. So you had to pivot around that. And so between that pressure, which hopefully we never had that again, but also the reality that there is no deal that runs smoothly to the end. I always joke with people that a transaction closing is like an aircraft sliding sideways without wheels into the jetway. It never goes right. And you just got to bounce with it and say, okay, well, this came up, that came up. I had one where the day of closing, the lender that was my buyer was a wholesale. Yeah. And the lender called up and said, yeah, we decided we don't want to work with this guy. Like the day of closing, we don't want to work with this guy. So, okay, do I lose if I'm at a couple grand into the deal? So do I walk away from the couple grand that I have in the deal and just say, okay, you lick my wounds, whatever? The buyer wanted some huge concession to stay in the deal. And I said, well, that's not going to happen. So I ended up buying the place and flipping it. Is it going to be a
Mm.
home run of a flip? No. It's going to be pretty much a single or a double.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
But I'm going to come out with a property that's worth what I have into it, a little more. It's going to rent. It's going to, it's going to make a little bit of money. And in a few years, I can sell it for something and make it out. Is that the right choice for everyone? No, it all depends on the situation. But being ready to do that, having the resources or the team to do that. So many different situations where something came up and you have to have someone experienced enough. And this is what I do with my mentees and with my mastermind people is let's talk it through. Let's get you through that situation. And the most important thing that I tell my buyers and my sellers and everybody is raise the flag early. If you think something's going to be coming, I got a call from one of my guys today. He just missed his first mortgage payment. He's like, oops, I got a problem. I said, yeah, but you did the right thing. As soon as it went sideways, you called for help. Now let's see how we can get you back on track or get you out of the property or something. So that is the key. Is that's what we teach to REI homepage, and that's what my members in the mastermind and my JV partners are all doing. Is how do we solve everybody's problems, and that's kind of where we fit in. The other quick story is that knowing when to. So the other quick story was I had a seller. We put her under contract. She was desperate to sell super fast. And we gave her a pretty good price, even though we knew we could have gotten her for less. Didn't want to hurt her too much. We're in closing, preparing to close, and we find out that after she signed our deal, with another buyer for a third of what we had her for. And now we have 2 sales contracts, and they're prosecuting. They filed in court to get her to go with their deal. They didn't even know we existed. And so we had to jump in and we had to sort of back them off, work out a deal with them, yada, yada, yada. And then we completed our deal next week, but we had to have the skill to jump in there, explain to them how they shouldn't have gotten involved. They didn't know we were there, so they didn't do anything wrong. But we need to get them out of the way, work with her, work out a compensation to make it worth what we had to go through for what we had to go through with doing it, what we had to compensate them. But you never know what's going to come up, and so you always have to be ready. It all comes down to having a good team behind you or a good director. That's kind of, I look at it as being the chief engineer. I'll get you through whatever your situation is.
See, man, that's the type of wisdom, that's the type of experience that I'm talking about. And I so appreciate you sharing. What you are showing is the difference between people that just dabble in the game and the difference between those that's in it for the long term. You being able to solve a problem. I actually wrote down what you said. You said, how do we solve everyone's problem? I mean, with that mindset, sky's the limit. And so I can see why when turbulent times come, you find a way to get through it because you're the chief engineer and you're pushing it through and pushing the game plan forth. And you got systems. I know you said you late to the game, building systems, but I can clearly hear there are systems in place that push you through the hard times. So, Mr. Steve, man, thank you so much for sharing that perspective. It was really, really awesome. So let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving next? What's the next real goal for you, Mr. Steve?
I mean, really for me right now is kind of growing the teams. And for me, the teams are the wholesalebroker.com. We are prepared to be the back office for any wholesaler around the country. What do you need? You need transaction coordinating, you need a JV, you need a mentor, you need software, whatever you need, we're there. The Asset Mastermind, which is sort of my online community, growing the members there. Same kind of thing. How can we collectively add value? How can our 3 live trainings a week, for a few $100s a year, how can our 3 live trainings a week help you? And growing for us, the deal flow, the front, what I call the front end of the funnel, the wide end of the funnel. More people to bring us more deals that are ready to close. We have the capacity to close more, but right now everyone's a wholesaler, everyone's a real estate education guru, everyone's whatever. And it's hard to set yourself apart.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
But I know there are people out there who know how to find deals, have people in their community, self-storage facilities they might know of, or mobile home park owners, or regular wholesale deals on the multifamily level. So for us, it's all about making the front of the funnel busier so that as things process out, we still all have enough deal flow on the back end. And it's important to also understand that you should not, if you're looking for someone to work with, nothing should be done verbally. I'm actually thinking right now, I have to send out a commitment check to someone. Everything we do is in writing. You tell us you want to work with us, it's in writing. Because anyone that says, oh, I promise I'll get you on the backside. Not that they don't mean to, but it's hard to make that be real. So we are looking to expand the front end of our funnel in all cases, basically. More team members, more mentees, more JV partners, and more people we can help, and in more states. Right now we're in Pennsylvania, a little bit of Ohio, a little bit of surrounding states. That's for the residential and multifamily. Self-storage and larger commercial, we go a little further. But we're ready for anyone across the country, for deals anywhere across the country. As long as the person we're working with knows the area, I'm down for it. I am not a fan of totally virtual wholesale. I don't know anything about Podunk, Ohio, so I'm going to go sell Podunk, Ohio. I don't think that works.
Yeah. I love it, man. I love the way you're talking. I love you kind of walking me into my next question about connecting with people and building relationships and kind of growing your network, right? So I want to ask you this, man. When it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's made the biggest difference for you, Mr. Steve?
I mean, really, this podcast thing, which is this is one of my first ones. I'm hoping this is really the next step, is to get me out of the fishbowl. Because the reality is, I'm in a very small tertiary market. I'm one of probably 30 substantial 30 wholesalers, maybe 10 of which are substantial, and some of them are bigger than I am.
Yeah.
There's only so many people can fit in the fishbowl. So getting out there and becoming more visible. And also, love it or hate it, I'm the guy that talked about Pennsylvania's new wholesale law and how you had to comply to it. And I was visible on that. Not everybody became a friend because of it, but I'm visible in terms of having the knowledge and having that be the way it is. I'm starting to go and speak at more events, and go to listen at more events, go and see how different markets work. Actually, I'm going down in about 2 weeks to St. Augustine, Florida, to present and work with one of the largest mastermind self-storage groups in the country. So present as well as learn from, both ways. It's kind of an open mastermind. So it's really a matter of getting visible to different groups and different types of groups. You might be a wholesaler, and that may be all you know, but you got to go and interface with some buyers and some institutional buyers and investor buyers. You got to know know how your clients run their numbers. How does that work? Because if you're just saying, well, I got it for 150, I want 30 grand, so it's worth 180. Well, is it? Do you, how are you basing that?
Yeah. Man, this is, I'm telling you, I wish you could see my notepad. I'm taking so many notes on what you're saying. You're dropping some incredible nuggets, giving some incredible value. And so I really thank you. I thank you for taking time out. I thank you for walking us through, letting us peek through your lens and see things through your expertise and experience. Mr. Steve, listen, I'll be honest with you. Listen, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate and learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach you, sir?
So best thing would be my phone number, 570-798-7051. Texts are always better than calls, but either one. My email is steve@goodpeoplegoodhomes.com. And really reihomepage.com is kind of where most of my stuff is up there. We're just rebuilding that website, so we haven't really gotten it off the ground. I mean, it's there, but we're adding some stuff to it. And basically, the thing that, so reihomepage.com, Guerrilla Real Estate, spelled like the animal, is my brokerage firm, but everything under reihomepage.com or 570-798-7051 or Steve at goodpeoplegoodhomes.com. You can also see me on TikTok, Facebook, all the different socials. I'm actually starting to grow that end of it a lot. And, one of the things that we're pushing, or launching now is the Asset Mastermind. Not to make this an ad, but
Nope.
I wanted to, first of all, get into education without trying to compete with people saying, oh, $40,000. No, $500 a year and a month. And I'm on 3 hours a week live and you have 24/7 online access, yada, yada. That way somebody can say, oh, well, that's not a lot to be getting 3 hours of education a week, having someone to bounce my deals off of. You want a JV? Great. You want to use our software? Great. We talk about all that. But really helping people not make the mistakes that I did, helping people not bumble through it. And also being there to double check things. And I'll tell you, listen, I've been in this business a long time. I came very close to wiring $250,000 for a transactional loan because everything looked correct. And I started studying the errors and omissions policy for the title company because they were just in a little bit too much of a hurry. They wanted it done the same day.
Yeah.
And I'm staring at the E&O policy and the text just didn't match up. Come to find out, they had whited out somebody else's title company, put their own name in there. They weren't even a licensed title company. Facts of a wire transfer, folks, are once it's gone, it's gone. So being able to help people avoid those, some pitfalls, being able to help people recognize the opportunity. Just because a building is vacant, empty, and falling down doesn't mean it doesn't have value. So anytime you want to reach out, definitely here. I'd love to do more podcasts with you or whatever else you need.
Absolutely. Well, man, listen, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you coming through with your expertise, with your story, with your perspective. I do thank you for letting people know how they can get in contact with you so that they can go buy into the different things that you're doing to help people. And so it didn't come off as an ad or not. This is what we're here for, to connect people with the resources that they need. And I see you as an incredible resource in this real estate space. And so thank you so much, Mr. Steve. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time, for your story. This was awesome, man.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So listen, you got the value. You cannot tell me, people, you did not get the value out of this conversation. So please make sure you are subscribed. You do not want to miss out on future valuable conversations that we're going to continue to have. So again, thank you, Mr. Steve. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.